You're on board with this too, yeah? I'll reveal its location.
I'll pay you back for that.
Thanks, man. You mind if I send you over a request? I'm counting on you, dude. We get to eat this stuff, and I'll make sure to work my ass off like you've never seen. Ryuji starts busting it down on the pole like, yeah, Ryuji, work it, baby. Thanks, dude, for getting me that ramen, bro. Woo! Like that's what I want to do with Haru. Like I want to just dap Haru up so bad.
How awful.
What's up, my home, bro? That's how An hides behind cover? What the hell even is that? What? It absolutely slipped my mind that this is infiltration time.
2 years ago, a large snow sculpture collapsed during the December Snow Festival sponsored by Sapporo Central City. Kaho Nanase-chan, a 9-year-old girl, was caught in the collapse and died. Despite Mayor Hyodo's apology, the accident was ruled as an unforeseeable disaster. Therefore, she wasn't held liable.
Ah.
Oh, so that's what the flowers in the park were for. I wonder if the voice accusing Mari-san was the poor girl's mother.
Okie doke. Let's go fight that warden.
Let's get to work.
Let's go to work.
This is where the accident happened, isn't it?
If we put in the keyword here, we should be able to access the trauma cell.
There may be enemies ahead. You sure you guys are ready?
Where was even the sculpture set up for this to happen? Like, what in the grass maybe? I don't know. We're ready.
That's right. I want to see what happened to Mari-san with my own 2 eyes. The keyword is Snow City.
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
What is this?
It looks like this is the Snow Festival.
Check out those 2 suits over there.
I didn't know you were accepting rebates. I see a career man in the making.
Sir, would you please be discreet about this?
I can do that, but in return, you need to do me a favor. I want her to take full responsibility for the incident. That way, she'll resign. Once that happens, I'll be the new mayor in town, and you'll be my well-paid associate.
So it was really just a plot. So they set this whole shit up to make sure a little girl fucking died just so this ass wipe can be fucking mayor. Yeah. All right.
You will cooperate, won't you?
Yes. Yes, of course. What did you just say? The mayor!
Oh, it seems I've been found out.
It's not what it looks like, Mayor. This is really...
Mayor? Does he mean Mayor Hyodo?
Then, Mari-san saw this happen?
I had no idea you were behind this, that anyone was behind this.
You really don't get it, do you? Well, this festival is held by the city, meaning it comes out of the taxpayer's pocket. I figured, why not lower costs and hire cheaper construction? But what's wrong with getting compensated for it? The rest of our staff makes these deals all the time. So, what's the harm in one little mishap? That sculpture collapse was just bad luck.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I'm calling the police.
What? Go ahead and do it. But I'm bringing you down with me. What? I'm gonna testify that I did it under your orders. Then you'll be ruined. Well, after all, you're the one in charge here. See, I even have the papers you signed. Right here.
Such an unfortunate turn of events. Sorry to say, but you're finished, Mayor.
You're a councilman, aren't you? you want to do the right thing?
As far as I'm concerned, that's whatever's right for me.
Well, are you finally ready to listen? Answer me, Mayor.
Be ready.
Whoa. What? The shields. Don't worry, babe. I brought protection. Me and my 4 like riot shields.
We don't get paid enough for this. This world revolves around money. Money talks, bullshit walks, Mayor.
Faster! Threaten the mayor? Is that it?
So for money, you decided to purposefully, carefully draw out a plan to murder a little girl with a fucking snow statue.
I had no idea Mari-san went through something like this. Something so awful.
I guess they didn't like. I guess the accident happened like unintentionally, but they hired like a shittier like contractor or whatever to I guess make the sculpture.
Think later, act now. We've got a real fight in our hands here.
But still, like, dude, it's like what's his nuts from Monster Inc. It's like I'd kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die. Like, I would murder 1,000 children before I let my pockets not be lined. That's fucked up, bro.
This guy's atrocious. I can't blame on the mayor. We're here to set Mari-san right. Listening to thugs like you is a waste of our precious time. Everyone do your best.
Oh my god, I got ragdolled. He's gonna do it again, watch out. He can't do it if we're all out attacking.
Joker, your defense is reduced.
Oh my god, oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, they're going ham. Oh, what the fuck? What? 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 Why'd he just like vanish for a second? What the fuck? I don't know what he's charging up for. I got scared, so I ran. Oh shit.
You should have just resigned and disappeared.
Go down already, damn it!
No one likes a pushy politician. Exploit those weaknesses. This is our chance. It's showtime. Super. Fast for him, Sophie. Okay. Cool.
Bitch! Oh, check this out.
Showtime. Your part is mine.
And check this out.
Getting deeper.
Boom. Maybe if you actually had some weapons, you'd be stronger. You gotta have at least a little bit of offense.
We can get into the throne room now.
Who were those guys? They were arguing with the mayor just now.
One was a city employee. The other must have been a councilman. Someone higher up on the ladder. Anyway, it seems this employee accepted an illegal donation from the contractor who ended up building the sculpture.
Payment for landing them the job. In other words, bribery. We don't know if the sculpture collapsed due to a structural issue or a general lack of care. The result is still the same.
Either way, the councilman was in the know. Not only that, he tried using a fatal accident to take Mayor Hyodo's position. Something along those lines.
Unforgivable.
Everything makes sense now.
You know, honestly, I feel like there's a lot more easier ways to, like, bring someone down. Like, honestly, like, just accuse them of some, like, sexual assault or something, and it you know, it'll work a lot easier because, like, obviously there's a lot of, like, sensitivity to those kind of topics and stuff. But I'm assuming, like, if you accuse someone of, like, higher power of doing, like, some kind of thing like that, rather than like, oh yeah, we're gonna like build this building with like bribery money with a contractor who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and then we're gonna put a bunch of people in this building and hope that the building doesn't collapse and murder them. But if it does, we're gonna blame it all on the person we're trying to take. I don't know. It's just like, why is that like the first thing to go to? Like, why was that part of the plan? Why was that like them, like this was the plan to get Hyodo to step down? Like, honestly, I feel like accusing someone of something like some petty white collar crime or some shit like that would resulted in a better success and wouldn't have involved letting people die than to like do something like this. You know, I don't know. That's just my whole thing. Like, why was like the death of this little girl like the driving factor of your plan to like end the reign of a mayor, instead of just being like, oh damn, I heard she eats poop from the toilet bowl. Oh damn, is that true? I don't like her anymore. You know, especially with social media now in these days anymore, like shit can spread and it can like defame people easily. Now, granted, you know, sometimes people like get through those type of things, like, oh, that's all speculation, whatever. You have fans that support you, yada, yada, yada. I know that's not true. Here are the actual facts, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know. A lot of people seem easily brainwashed and influenced as far as their opinions on things solely because one person said it was the case. Honestly, I'm referring to like content creators. I'm referring to like streamers and content creators mostly at this point. I mean, like, they brainwash people so much to the point that like I don't even know what people really want in the world anymore. Like, are you even like your own person anymore? Oh my god, especially like things like the gaming industry and oh my god, dude, I can't tell you how much it annoys me that like people out there like think they have a right to an opinion about a game that they watch like their favorite streamer play and like bash on because they didn't enjoy it. It's like, well, you didn't play the game. How you don't have a valid say in the game. You don't know what it's like to play the game. You haven't experienced it. All you did was watch your favorite streamer hate the game. And maybe no offense, but maybe your favorite streamer just fucking sucks at the game and they don't fucking care to play it and they don't like enjoy it themselves because it's not their favorite type of game. That's why they're bashing on it. But your entire fucking community of damn nitwits are gonna be like, yeah, I believe you, this game sucks. Like, what? Honestly, I'm just referring like heavily to like The Last of Us 2. I know I always go back to that shit, but the whole, just everything that was involved in that when that game first came out, like, honestly, I never saw stupidity more in people than, oh no, my DualSense wireless controller battery level is low, what am I gonna do? I never seen stupidity and like the mass of people more so than at least in the gaming community, more so than I did in that fucking moment. Like in the weeks around that game's release and even before the game's release, like everyone was like, there was like two big streamers that originally maybe hated the game because they just some of the like baseless bullshit that was like potentially happening or the opinions they formed off of baseless accusations. But they're fucking mindless nitwit dumbass subscribers of like tens of thousands of people were like, yeah, my favorite streamer said this game sucks, so it must suck. It's like, no, I think you just suck and you can't formulate your own opinion because your personality is driven from fucking internet personalities that aren't even yours. Like, oh my god. I don't want to I don't want to yap into this because it involves me basically like bashing people in general, you know, and I don't really want to get into topics like that, but I'm just like, dude, like, play the fucking game. You know, play the game first before you start saying like, this shit sucks, you know? And I get it, you know, especially a game like that, maybe it isn't for anyone, you know? I think my big concern, I don't know if I've already brought it up multiple times, but my big concern, especially with a game like Last of Us 2, I never understand the people that absolutely enjoyed the first game and then hated the second one. That is an opinion that I will never, ever understand, because The Last of Us 2, fundamentally, around every single aspect of that game, down to gameplay, down to story, like core themes, ideas, that game is fundamentally better than the first game. Not saying that the first game is like a bad experience, but it's just not what the second game delivers. It is fun. Last of Us 2 is fundamentally the better game all around. So all the people that were like, "Oh yeah, I love The Last of Us 1 better than you're just wrong." I never thought there would ever be a wrong opinion, but that opinion is just wrong. You clearly did not play the game properly, because if you were a fan of the first game, there's no reason you should hate the second game. Absolutely no reason. Fundamentally, it is like better all around than the first game. It's like people who say like Uncharted 4 fucking sucks or whatever. Like, oh, Uncharted 4 is a snooze fest. Like, fundamentally, that game's story, especially if you've played the other 3 games, fundamentally that game's story, core gameplay, everything is just beautifully crafted. It is the best experience of that game. But I would say only so if you've played the other 3. I could understand that if you just jump straight into the 4th series, but I don't know why the fuck you do that anyway. Why would you play the 4th game in a series without playing the other 3? Especially a story narrative like that. You're not going to understand the rest of the story if you don't play the other story. But regardless, I can understand why you may see that it's like, oh, it's not what it's cracked up to be. Because the first beginning of, Uncharted 4 is just kind of like reminiscing and seeing Nathan Drake's retirement, pretty much. Like, he's done treasure hunting. He's not the same go-getter, like, let's get some treasure and fight some demons or whatever type of guy he was in the previous games. So, I don't know. Again, I think that this Yap Fest needs to stop here, my Yap flow, as they say. But I guess that's just my opinion. It's easy. People are easily brainwashed, especially in today's like internet sensation.
Kyoto overheard this conversation by chance and found out the truth about the accident. Not only was it someone from the city, but even her own staff had blackmailed her.
It's messed up. These greedy assholes only wanted money and power.
Now I have a better understanding of what Hyodo must be thinking. When she found out those around her were immoral, she became determined to purge the corruption above all else.
That's why she's overworking her staff and trying to push her ethics bill through.
And on top of it, she's trying to manipulate the people into re-electing her.
Mari-san.
Well, no matter what the reason, the birdcage is finally open. Let's head back to the hideout and discuss the specifics of the calling card.
Wow, we're already on the calling. That's actually pretty crazy. I guess I never realized how quickly I would start progressing once we got like into the swing of it. Because especially with the Persona series, like the prologue is probably like the most.
So what do we do for the calling card?
It's probably the hardest thing to get. Actually, I would say it's the same for every game. The beginning of any Persona game is probably the most boring fucking bullshit you have to get through, because it is all like tutorial shit and they have to hold your hand through everything and they have to explain everything, which I get, because like if you're a new player to the game series, you want to understand the universe and everything. So like a player like me who has played all the games, well, except for like the first ones. Yeah, I've never played like the PlayStation 1 like Persona game or whatever, or PlayStation 2, whatever the fuck it was. I don't even remember what era that game came out in, but yeah, I never played like the super old games. But P3 and upward, it's like I've experienced it. But this was like every game, it always starts out boring because, like I said, they have to fucking explain everything. It's the same thing to like any anime or whatever. It's like they have to like explain the premise to things and sort of world build before you can get into it. So now that we're into it, I feel like the game's like actually like going, because like now we've accepted the jails and everything as a norm, and we're not like questioning things anymore. We're kind of just going in, oh, we got to change some hearts, let's go.
Maybe we shouldn't go overboard with it. I don't really see her as a bad person.
Yeah, the real bad guy here is the one who took the bribe.
No, the guy who offered the bribe in the first place is the true villain.
Was it not the shoddy contractors who built the sculpture, and they deserve the most punishment?
You guys sound pretty heated. Who's to say one man's more evil than the next?
You know, you could have just knocked.
So you were here all along.
Long time no see.
Yep, sure has been a while. You guys forgot about me, didn't you?
Yep.
Why would you not get in contact with me?
Because, we're just phantom thieving. We don't really care.
Well, now that you mention it... Gramps, you completely slipped our minds.
Yeah!
Alright then. Maybe I'll forget to keep you from getting arrested.
Okay, we're sorry.
Forget it. So what's our situation? Now I get the picture. So that's how Mariko Hyodo became a monarch. That would explain your debate as to who was the worst of them all.
What's your take on it, Gramps?
My take is you kids are naive.
What do you mean?
It's clear that Mariko Hyodo was cornered by a pair of rotten scumbags. Tragic, I agree. But what is she doing in response? Isn't it just as wrong to change people's hearts and manipulate them?
That may be true, but...
Furthermore, that accident was her responsibility, being that she's the top of command. Regardless of who did what, a real leader takes the fall.
Exactly, and that's realistic. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing that that was probably the last compassionate thing, was that traumatic event, was her taking the fall, because she believed in her employees, and even if her employees deliberately sabotaged the sculpture and dropped it on them, she still would have taken the fall. Like, it was her fault, because that's what leaders do. Good leaders, I should say.
But even so...
It may be a bitter pill to swallow, especially for a group of justice-loving kids operating outside the law, but the real world isn't so cut and dry. And the longer you keep up this hero charade, the harder it'll bite you in the ass down the line.
Exactly. And honestly, like, that, you shouldn't really parade yourself. No one's like a hero, because, like, you can't... It's honestly why I have such an infatuation with anti-heroes. Or, like, people who do, like, injustices but result in justice. So, like, basically, if Batman started killing people, instead of, like, following his rule of, like, I don't kill people. Actually, that's probably a bad example, because I honestly don't see the benefit to leaving all these scumbags alive just for them to literally murder and commit crimes longer. Like, it's better for Batman to fucking kill them, but... especially his argument's like, if you murder a murderer, the number of murderers stays, or whatever the fuck his, like, iconic saying is. But if you kill 2 murderers, it's like, well, now you're doing a justice, because the amount of murderers actually decreased, because only you are still left, but you murdered 2 people that would otherwise commit crime. But anyway, no, I kind of like that stipulation, like, someone who kind of does, like, they're out for themselves, but they inevitably, like, help and better society. That's kind of like the idea of, like, the anti-hero that I like. So, like, someone who is like, oh, I kill bad people. Like, take Dexter, for example. I don't know if any of you ever watched the show, but it's basically this forensics guy. I don't even know if should I even explain? I mean, who hasn't heard of Dexter at this point? But basically, it's a forensics guy who is basically a psychopath. He's a murderer. Like, he likes killing people, but instead of... He still has a conscience and doesn't want to kill people that are good. So basically, he kills people that are bad. He kills criminals that he pretty much chases after. And he works with the police and forensics. So basically, like, throughout the show, he finds, like, the culprits that, like, did these evil things, like, they're, like, are wanted by the police, and basically kills them to satiate his, like, thirst for murder or whatever. That's kind of like the gist of the show, but obviously there's a lot of more, like, twists and turns and dramatic takes on it, but that's, like, the gist of it. But I appreciate characters like that. Like, you're deep down, you're like this sadistic person that's trying to, like, benefit themselves and satiate their own, like, bloodlust, but you still have a conscience and you don't want to, like, hurt the ones you care about or hurt innocent people. So you decide, you know what, I'm going to just kill scumbags. And that's, I think, cool. But in the end, you're still killing people. You can't do that. It's still illegal. Like, and that's kind of like the stipulation throughout the whole show, is that he still can't get caught. It's not like he can show the police the dead body and be like, hey, look guys, I stopped them. Like he would go to jail and go to trial for that. You still can't just kill people. You can't do that. So, but to me, it's like, well, he's bettering the world because, you know, the people that he's killing are like, you know, rapers and molesters and, you know, crime lord syndicates that are like fucking exploiting and human traffic and selling drugs to fucking people or whatever. It's like he's actually stopping real scumbags from doing like shady shit. But, you know, again, still murder is illegal. But I don't know. I like characters like that more so than like, you know, we're always good and we fight for the good of people. I don't know. That's just kind of how I see it. And especially with like the Phantom Thieves, like you still, you know, no matter who you are, you can't be your own judge, jury, and executioner. You know what I mean? With that much power, it's like, that's why we have the whole checks and balances and shit. So that way we don't have people just like taking, you know, oh, you decided to steal my candy bar, fuck you, bam, shoots him in the head. Like, no, you can't. You know, that's the whole reason why we don't have we ourselves are not our own judge, jury, and executioners, you know, but we're supposed to still like uphold the public and make sure that like the public, you know, we're still delivering justice to the public. That's kind of like our role, but like we can't get into the whole like hero business. Otherwise it'll just hurt us in the end because, you know, we're in a situation now where we're deciding, well, who's the real villain? Because in reality, everyone's a villain. Even Mariko. Even Mariko herself. Like, I still think she has some liability. I mean, she was in charge of the project. You know, she shouldn't have let it happen. She should have caught the shady dealings with this contractor before they even started working. In reality, I still think Mariko is still to blame. Even though she's kind of an innocent party in this, it wasn't like she was directly negligible for this accident. I still think somewhere along the line she could have stopped it. I mean, she's the ultimate power of the city. At some point, do you think she would like, you know, see what's going on behind the scenes? I don't know.
Tenkichi, that's terrible. Take it back.
Now he's spitting the truth. Calm down, Futaba.
Come on!
Sorry. Might have overstepped my boundaries.
No, I can understand your line of reasoning. You're saying that the world isn't neatly divided into good and evil. But that won't stop us from fighting. If we give up now, then the people who are counting on us won't have any hope left.
We help people in a way no one else can. That's why the Phantom Thieves exist.
I understand you all take this very seriously. Then tell me, either way the cards fall, you're not letting Hyodo get away with what she's doing, are you?
Correct. We're going to stop her.
Haru.
What Mari-san is doing is forcing her warped intentions onto other people. And we can't let that happen, no matter what the reason.
Right. We're the Phantom Thieves, and we fight for what we believe in. Yes, we're gonna stop Hyodo, but we'll do it in a way that's true to us.
We'll wake her up to the truth.
I have no objections. It's decided then.
Thank you.
So how will we send the calling card?
Maybe we could send it over with some curry to the mayor's office?
What are we, a catering service? If anything, it should be ramen.
Hell yeah, I agree. She'll definitely buy the ramen bait.
Might be better to avoid closed spaces, actually. After all, she'll probably be outside prepping for the election most of the time. There's no point sending a calling card if the target doesn't see it. I wonder if we can send it somewhere on her campaign route.
Like somewhere she's bound to pass by. Then how about where the Suzushino posters are? I'm sure she'll have a speech over there.
Good thinking, Haru.
Yeah, and if we time it with her speech, it'll be perfect.
The question is, who's going to place it there?
No, not again. Seriously?
Thanks in advance, Gramps.
Now hold on just a minute. Didn't I already pull this stunt for you in Sendai?
Consider it a favor, then.
Yeah, for being such a meanie earlier.
Shouldn't you own up to it?
There's no need to worry. We'll make the calling card for you.
We'll be counting on you, Gramps.
You're our only hope.
You little weasels. All right, fine. Fine. I'll post the damn calling card.
We really do appreciate it.
How'd I let them twist my arm like this?
Because you love us.
Whatever. If we're really doing this, it'll be early in the morning. Don't be late.
You love us, Zenkichi. Hyodo's speech is tomorrow morning. That's when we'll make her aware of the calling card. We only have one shot at this. Let's make sure we're prepared before we send Zenkichi out.
This is the request.
I think I might though, because I don't think there's anything new. Actually, real quick, is there anyone like out and about in the city and we can talk to them? No, okay, yeah, it's just prep. Alright, well, we're good.
Let's get to work.
Let's go to work. Wow, so we really are sending out the calling card and fighting her already, goddamn. We really blew through Sapporo. I feel like this has only been like a 2.5 hour excursion, honestly. No, it'd probably be more like 3. It was probably about 3 hours, I'd say, so far. 3.5 maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I guess let's get to it. Yeah, I'm ready anytime. Haru, I take it we can leave this card's contents to you.
Yes, I want to show Mari-san how I feel personally. You ought to rest. I'll get to writing.
Tomorrow's the big day. Let's give it our all, guys. You don't seem very enthusiastic about that, Haru. Late in the night.
Good evening, Sasuke. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could we meet up? I'd like to talk with you. If you have time, it would make me quite happy. I'll be waiting in the front of the fountain.
Haru wants to talk with me? You need help writing the card, sweetie? Need some inspiration? Need to gather your thoughts?
I'm sorry to call you out so late.
No problem. What's up?
I wanted to talk to you about Mari-san. It's strange how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasegawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. But the moment she called me Haru-chan, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind, and my memories came pouring out. I remembered all these things about my childhood, about Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much?
Came out of nowhere, huh?
I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together, and the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point, I got used to hiding things away, and I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san.
It must have been hard.
Thanks for understanding. To be honest, I feel like I was running from the past again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip. I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. And of course I started crying. Then all of a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up.
Shut the fuck up and get back up, bitch. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said...
And then Mari-san said, "Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!" Some people dream of success, while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Just do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true. Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. And then it's like the little like hamster meme, like Haru just like big-eyed looking up.
No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that. Can you believe it?
Actually, I think some of like that speech was actually like what she just said. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away.
Honestly, I wonder how Shia LaBeouf is doing. How old is he now? I feel like he's like pretty old now, right? No, he probably can't. I mean, he can't be that fucking old, right? What is he, like 40s? Or 40? No, I don't know. I don't even know, dude. How old was he when Transformers came out? Anywho, I don't know. I hope he's doing well. I don't know. I actually still like Shia LaBeouf. I know he like had like that crazy phase, but like I don't know. He kind of had that good crazy phase that kind of worked for him, especially with like the memes and shit, but I don't know. I feel like he was like okay with being like, oh my god, like Rob Cantor's like fucking cannibal song about him. Like he was like, he looked at himself enough to be able to laugh at like people basically saying he was a cannibal in the woods. To the point where he was even in that fucking, the original music video in the audience, like the only one, and then he's there at the end like clapping. Like, I don't know. Someone who's like crazy enough to even still like laugh at them about the crazy shit that they do. I don't know. He can't be like that bad of a person. I don't know. I still like Shia LaBeouf.
To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality.
You're right.
It's too late to save my father. But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around.
And then Akechi comes back from the dead and kills Mari. No, not again! It's just, and her eyes will ooze black slime.
I want to tell her exactly what she told me all those years ago.
Then let's change her heart.
Yes. Thanks for hearing me out. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
And then she just trips and falls right there. It's late. I should rest up for tomorrow.
Hey. Why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try so hard for others? I wonder if I'll ever know.
Don't give up just yet.
Even virtual assistants feel down when they don't understand something. It may seem like a simple concept to you, but to me, it makes my mind go But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
Good day, everyone. Are we ready to make Sapporo a paradise's purest snow? Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo!
What is that? A calling card?
Whoa, it's real.
What's going on? Mariko Hyodo, the false empress with a frozen heart. You are a cold manipulator who treats people as tools to be discarded. We find this unforgivable and will end your reign of abuse. In fact, we will take back the desires you stole this very night. This is...
Oh God.
Thieves, and they say they're going to steal my desires?
She looks like that one bitch from the mermaid or whatever you know, what's her name? No, not Ariel's the mermaid. Who the fuck's the fat bitch that like puts the curse on her? That's what she kind of looks like.
What a bald-faced lie! Those desires are mine and mine alone! As long as I'm the monarch, I won't let anyone stop me!
Very well. I was just beginning to work up an appetite.
I wonder what you'll taste like. Perhaps I should gobble you up and find out!
Oh, that's why there's a whole like fork and knife scheme. I wouldn't take her as like a glutton that gobbles people up though.
Why are you just standing there? Take these wretched things down!
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me, tell them where to put it, never tell them what about to be.
Wait for us, Mari-san. It'll all be over soon.
Let's begin the operation. God damn, Yusuke, really cranking that neck. It's like a crank 90s. Just kidding, I don't crank 90s.
Now then.
We're here. What's our next move?
Oh, this is...
Look, Joker, I think you can climb up those chains. Look, Joker, a treasure chest. Let's open it. Wait, what?
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and...
And chew bubblegum? Oh God. Ew.
Silence, you well.
Why she got that weird like ghee face? You know what I mean? Like the ew, like you just like sniffed something vile. Like, ugh. Who put you on the planet?
Who the hell is she?
That couldn't be... Mari-san?
Ew. Ew, she can lick her like warts. Ew.
What on earth happened to her?
I'm guessing this is Hyodo's distorted form.
What do you people want? You had best... best not get in my way. Oh, I'm almost there. A few more votes and I'll win re-election.
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless.
And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one. I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
Ah! You shut your impudent mouths! I've done nothing wrong! I will wring out every last ounce of corruption from my staff by working them into the ground. I'll silence all charlatans who betray me, and I will consume every last vote in the city. Whether these people agree with me or not, only then can I build a safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Release the desires you stole.
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare you lecture me?
Good job, Noor. Tell her.
Yeah!
Mari-san, say goodbye to the countless desires you stole. Because Beauty Thief and the Phantom Thieves about to take them back.
Yeah!
Honestly, they're all in my way. Ah. This is the last straw. Ah. Ah.
Oh god, she's getting bigger.
You've made me so very hungry.
Oh, she's spitting all over us.
The main course.
Oh god. That's vile. You know what other, like...
What you're doing is wrong, so we'll be taking those desires back.
You know what other fat bitch she reminds me of? I don't know if any of you played Dead Rising 3, but she's like that scooter mom psychopath that like is in the buffet like just gorging herself, and like literally like one of her attacks is like vomiting on you, like projectile vomiting on you. It is absolutely vile. Dude, the detail in the psychopaths in Dead Rising 3, oh my god, dude. That is like some of the most like vile shit I've like ever seen in that game series.
Shut your prissy little mouth! What would you know? I will consume all who oppose me, no matter who they are! You either eat or be eaten!
Whoa, what's wrong?
She still has her other face behind her. It's kind of funny. Ow, ow. Can I watch this shit? Well, boom. Yeah, let her at him. Let her at him. Release the Haru. Why is it in a cage? It growled at me. Oh, now she's angry. She's steaming. I mean, she was steaming. You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. Then that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Then we just fell about the place.
More! There's still more! I must eat every last one of you! Gobble you up!
Please stop, Marisa.
What is she doing? She's powering up. Oh my god, I'm so slow. Oh, everybody. Whoa, look how slow I am. Whoa! Oh shit. Yo, we're moving in slow motion. Oh my god. Did I do something? Oh, get him hard. Oh. Everything's moving so slow. Oh shit. Woo!
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curse. The engine's not burning us.
Yeah. Or it's more like goot 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 goot. Because I'm moving so slow. It's so cold up. It's cold up in her. Oh god, I'm frozen. Someone smack me. Oh wait, we're all frozen. Shit. Fuck this bitch. It's so, we're so slow. Get him, Sophie. Wait, can I, get the chandelier. No, get the chandelier. I wanted to hit her with it. I don't think we can. Just beat her up, fuck it, she's almost dead. Yeah.
What kind of monster?
Yo, she must be a real freak with that tongue. Yo, I'm a real freak, you know, I'm not normal.
Wait, not yet. I won't let it end this way.
And then she just, she goes into like 4th phase or some shit.
I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice.
Please stop. Haven't you done enough? person, Mari-san. And I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you, and in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault. But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed. I thought I could leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that.
Like, can't you speak with normal lips? Like, why does she got this, like, perpetual, like, grr face? I don't know. Like, why? I don't get it. Like, why can't you just, like, close your mouth and just speak normally?
Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I never stepped down. In this world, it's either eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating. Even if every last one of my votes were false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place.
Huh.
But if I was replaced as mayor, who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible. I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, how about actually, like, starting fresh? Like, just re-enter the race as, you know, like, basically step down from mayor, let someone else take it. Now, I know it might sound crazy because, like, oh, those greedy politicians might, whatever, take over the fucking city or some shit. But then just, like, rebuild yourself, you know?
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo!
Yeah!
Are you
Stop
just
crying,
going to
bitch!
stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again.
Isn't that?
Yes. You said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Haruchan. What I've done was wrong. I drove my employees to the brink and used a strange power to manipulate the votes. I was so driven by my personal agenda, I lost sight of how I originally felt. And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make a city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. That's reason enough to take another stand. I won't make this mistake again.
Alright, who's the next little girl that's gonna die?
I never needed this power from the start. Haruchan, you've grown so much. Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Is that where he went?
Mari-san.
I mean, the themes of the palaces is more so like the rulers do actually become like, they are corrupted and evil. Like, they did do like real actual like scummy shit. Rather than like in here where it's like, it might still just be good people that just lost their way. But like, no, like eventually Okumura did do like some actual like devious shit by like exploiting his employees and stuff like that. Now granted, like, were they also kind of led astray, but even still, it's like, those villains are more built on them being villains, whereas here it's like they're villains built on like bad things that happen to them.
happy?
This place is collapsing! Let's go!
Because, like, for palaces, the ruler was the one that had the one true desire. That was their treasure. It was their, like, manifested, like, desire. Whereas here, it's like everyone else has the desires and the monarchs are just stealing them.
That took us quite a while.
Because that's like the idea of the desire, is that it's a manifestation of all the, like, the evil deeds and what you truly, like, desire in life. That's how, like, palace rulers came to be, is because they acted upon their evil, like, desires and what they wanted, even though it was bad stuff, so much so that it formulated, like, in their heart or in their cognitive world and created the palace. Whereas here, it's like the jails were just set up, and somehow the monarchs just had the power to manipulate other people's desires. But it's not like they're, you know, they latched on to, like, evil shit that they were doing. It's just that they were given a power to be able to change other people's hearts. Kind of like how we do. Like, we're the Phantom Thieves. Like, we change people's hearts. So, like, the monarchs are able to change people's desires. It's not like they're acting upon their own selfish stuff. It's like they just have the power to change other people's stuff. Which is not saying that what they're doing is good or bad. I guess it kind of ties into the whole, like, is everything good or bad? But, like, they don't act... The monarchs weren't created because they acted upon evil stuff. It's just they were granted the power to change other people's perspectives or desires. So then that in of itself became the evil thing that they were doing. But they've all been relatively good people.
Haru, you were fantastic.
That was cool.
It was only because you were all with me. But I do wonder if Mari-san will be okay.
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared like they always do.
Yeah, your feelings definitely reached her. I'm sure her heart has changed for the better. Well, I guess this wraps up the mission.
We still need to confirm that the citizens are all back to normal. It'd be nice if we could do that right away.
Can we grab something to eat first? I'm hungry enough to pass out here.
He has a point. Battles can't be fought on an empty stomach.
The battle's already over, but still.
Battles can't be fought on an empty stomach, but Yusuke, we literally just got out of the battle. Oh, right. Well, we can't have an empty stomach, I guess.
Hey, can we try Genghis Khan? That delicious lamb barbecue dish?
That's how you say it, Genghis Khan? Fuck.
Ooh, that's a must in Hokkaido.
What? I thought we were finally getting lobster hot pot.
Oh, damn, Yusuke really wants that lobster.
Since when did we decide that? Why would we when it's so damn hot out?
But if you think about it, isn't Genghis Khan also sort of like hot pot?
No way! Isn't it supposed to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis Khan does require a utensil called a Genghis Khan pot. And you can't barbecue in a pot.
What about sukiyaki?
True. Though sukiyaki is served hot pot style, its etymology does refer to grilling. I wonder why.
Does it even matter?
Why are we even arguing this?
Hey, was that a smile just now?
I like seeing you happy.
Yeah, straight from Sapporo, it's Beauty Thief's award-winning smile.
I'm relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Huh? Were you watching?
Wait, you guys were watching me? I can feel a strong bond with my friends.
All right, Sophia. Find us the best Genghis Khan in Sapporo. Sophia?
Sorry. Okay, I've got it.
Does Sophia need another chat about the heart? Okay, I think I understand now.
Is this a joke?
Well, everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Their fanatical support for Mariko Hyodo appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Hey, guess what? Hyodo-san's holding a press conference right now.
Thank you all for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either. During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth, all so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance. And again, I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
But you can't just give up, right?
Seems that Hyodo-san's made up her mind.
I wonder if she'll be arrested.
Good question.
Yoda was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame. But she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever. Zenkichi is on the line.
What's up?
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference?
Nope. We did.
Yep. You all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Hyodo in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too. So I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
Oh, sweet. So we actually get to, like, question her ourselves.
How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold. But after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself. And I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl.
She's not lost in the sauce anymore. If a man does not have sauce, then he is lost. But the same man can be lost in the sauce. Gucci.
I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
Exactly. I mean, like, what, that's the thing. It's like, what can you? I mean, it's not like you're obligated to. I mean, what happened happened, and it's like you're in no obligation to. You know, you can't change that, and it's not like, I mean, yeah, there's like the guilt that's like, oh, it's my responsibility, you know, and what happened was under my, supervision, so it's, I'm technically partially to blame, but it's like you can't change that outcome, and it's like there's no use dwelling on it, and especially like trying to live for someone who's gone, who you don't even know, like, it's just, you're hurting yourself. You can't live for someone who's gone, who you don't even know how they want you to live life, you know? And usually people who do, no, granted, I mean, it was like a 9-year-old girl, so I'm sure they're, you know, it's not like she, you know, she probably was thinking about, like, life outcomes and stuff like that just yet, but, you know, what's the future gonna be like and stuff like that. But in the same sense, it's like, I think when people pass away, the last thing they want, at least anyone who's good, the last thing they want you to do is, like, grieve and worry about them and spend your own life living how you think they'd want you to live. It's like, it's still your life to live. No one's gonna take that from you, and you shouldn't try to live for someone else, especially someone who's already gone. You know? How do you live for someone who's gone? They're fucking gone. What are you doing for them? Because that, you know, that's also the scary thought. It's like, we don't know what's in the afterlife. You know, do we actually die and go to heaven or hell? Do we die and get reincarnated? Who knows? Like, only the dead could answer that. You know, do we turn into Force ghosts like in Star Wars? I don't fucking know. But that's just, you know, you take life how you get it, and you still gotta live, you know, amongst your own moral code. You can't live for someone else.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me.
I don't know, she kind of has like a resting scary face, I'm not gonna lie. When she like immediately snapped to her normal face, it looked like she was like really fucking angry and sinister. Like, whoa, just take it easy.
I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh, Haru-chan.
Alright, guys.
For you, Haru.
I think we should file out. Let them have their moment. We're just kind of like light skinned staring at them while they're hugging it out. They're thugging it out.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city, and I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes. I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing. Kaho. Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
Hold that thought a moment.
No, let them thug it out.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over and become our mayor again.
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Mari-san. I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this?
It's joy.
I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo. To transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
You know, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san.
You know, Sophia, it's kind of like when you take that really good shit. What?
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Okay, that's easily taken out of context. What Haru said in jail. What was Haru doing in jail? Shit, we really did lock her in the cage. Why is it in a cage? It growled at me.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey, that was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Well played, beauty thief.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed, truly moving.
You did good.
It really was touching.
My name is Beauty Thief.
I just like earlier she was like conditioned to like say it anytime we brought it up. Well, we solved the problem in Sapporo. The question is, what comes next? It doesn't seem like we'll be making much progress until Zenkichi gets back. Should we do some sightseeing while we wait? Though it is kind of late, I guess.
At this hour, I recommend the Ferris wheel over in Shuzushino.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good idea. You should go invite someone to come along. We could invite someone to go on the Ferris wheel. I'm really feeling the bros, honestly. Wait, can I bring them both? Because I can't talk to Yusuke. Can I bring the bros? Can the bros go on a Ferris wheel trip? Yo. See, I feel like it makes sense to bring Haru, but then again, we also shared that. Okay, I'll keep it a buck with you. My first playthrough, I did bring Haru. So unfortunately, as much as I like Haru, I'm probably gonna refrain from picking Haru on this one because I kind of want to see what other Phantom Thieves reactions are when you take them to the Ferris wheel and shit. Honestly, I really do. I really want to see what I wonder if I could bring the bros, especially because Yusuke's doesn't have like a bubble. I wonder if you can bring both of them. Let's try it.
Hey.
Yo, is Gramps back yet?
I could use your assistance.
It would be nice if we could look around the city in the meantime. What are your plans?
What are you gonna do?
Are you gonna ride the Ferris wheel together? A ride with the Ferris wheel with just the guys? I feel like our bonds will grow stronger. Let's do it.
For real?
There's a Ferris wheel? Where at?
Yes.
That does sound fun. Lead the way. Yeah, 3 bros chilling in a Ferris wheel 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Nah, dude, this is hella gay. This is 100. This is, if I've ever seen a homosexual tendency, this is it. This is it right here.
Dude.
So, why are a bunch of dudes riding the Ferris wheel together? Yeah. That's my line! I certainly don't mind. Look how beautiful the view is at night. I think I'm gonna cry. Yeah, same here. I can't see anything through my tears. I'm supposed to be soaking up this romantic view with Lady On. Is the Ferris wheel an unsuitable location for guy time? I mean, there's no laws about it, but it is a real blow to a guy's ego. Riding a Ferris wheel can pain a man. The heart sounds incredibly complicated. Dude, what you rather do with someone you're, you know, wouldn't you rather do this with someone you're, you know, into?
Not quite.
Now is not the time for such frivolous matters. We have a case to solve. Ryuji, you say that. You say that, bro. Like you don't think this moment right now with the bros is one of those moments. I love the bros, man. And I already know who I'm interested in to be with, unlike a whining child like you, Ryuji. I wonder when I'll meet my soulmate. Well, whatever. You guys better tell me if any of you get a girlfriend. I promise. Although, maybe not finding out right away isn't the worst thing. I mean, I'd kind of be happy for you, but also kind of lonely, too.
The heart of a man. Yet another mystery has been added to the list.
Lady Ann, I wish you were here. We enjoyed the Sapporo evening view together. Hell yeah! The bros chilling in the Ferris wheel.
But nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma.
So we're back to square one.
Come on, don't give me that look. Here, I at least got her smartphone.
Now that's what I want to see.
Now see, what the fuck? Like, look, I snagged her smartphone. Like, what, is she actually, like, in jail? Like, why are you able to, yeah, sure, here, Mr. Police Officer, take my phone so that way some random kids can analyze it for data prints. Like, what?
After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice, all three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
Exactly, it's completely different. It's like they're stemming from some other, like some power was granted to them to be able to change desires of other people, versus they themselves creating that desire so evil that it forms a palace, like how it is in the original game.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo.
Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Stop, criminal scum! You have violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
Because of all the snooping. Come on, Zenkichi, you're pubsec. You should have fucking pieced it together by now.
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Or the fact, could we just start with the fact that someone is snooping on their phones?
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Exactly.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
My trauma will protect me? That's actually kind of wild.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Exactly. Yes, please give me trauma so that way I can defend myself.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist?
To keep the monarch confined.
Right. I think so too. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Nope.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
That's true. Like, no, that's absolutely true, because as of right now, none of the monarchs have ever left their birdcage. Because remember, we were dragged in by guards when it came to Alice's. We were dragged in by the guards. She was always in her, like, tower, or her castle. With Natsume, yeah, he was, and actually funny enough, he always stood in that same position because his body ended up being just a cardboard cutout, but yeah, he never left his throne room, and then obviously, we never even fucking saw Mariko at all until we barged into her castle, but she's just been sitting there like eating her food. So yeah, like that's a spot on theory right there. But I wonder why they're trapped.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose.
Exactly.
They aren't there to prevent the Monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the Monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these Monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
Exactly.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance.
See, more traces of surveillance, so someone's snooping in, making sure that they're still fucking Monarchs.
Huh. I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
I think it's Zenkichi.
Our first suspect is Mediz, the company in charge of Emma.
That's true.
Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Mediz, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
Yo, they change people's brains.
You have a call from Ichinose.
Ichinose Hoochie. Hello, miss.
Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know.
Oh, do pray tell.
So, I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Mediz.
Why Okinawa?
Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Mediz apparently has a research lab.
A research lab? What were they researching? Monkeys' brainwaves on smartphones?
Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public. And when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that?
Oh, dude, this is like some plot of some weird video game. Exactly, I know.
So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information?
Absolutely. Honestly, I just wanted to hear your voice. I was hearing... I honestly caught nothing of what you said. I just like hearing your voice. Oh, stop. You saved us.
Ooh, is that praise I hear? You mean I did a good job? Woohoo! Go me!
Oh, I love her so much.
Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
She's
So
waifu
what did
material.
Ichinose-san say?
Okinawa?
Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues?
Shisha statues?
Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
Okinawa soba.
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
It's like ramen-like thing, yeah?
Guys, can you snap out of it?
Soba noodle.
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going. But Kokojima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious Feathermobile? We've taken it all this way!
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Well, I mean, isn't there a ferry?
Give me a sec. Hey, what's up? Yeah.
You know what we should do? Mona, quickly, transform into a giant boat that can carry the RV as well. What?
Of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
Uh-oh.
You got hung up on.
Troubles at home?
Okay, guys. Lane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Kyoto? Yusuke finally gets his Kyoto excursion!
Did you say Kyoto?
Kyoto? Why Kyoto?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure it's not because of your daughter?
After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry, I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Uh-oh, Haru's drive. What do you mean by that?
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
God, that's literally almost a whole day. What do you mean?
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
He starts skirting on the road.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
Finally, some good news.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
I don't care about any of this. I just want to go to Kyoto and eat hot pot. Pedal to the metal.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
It's been a wild ride, but now we're even closer to the truth. Let's head out as soon as you're ready. Make sure you leave nothing undone. I don't think there was anything, because there's no other requests, right?
Here's what I found.
Because all this shit is just, yeah. I didn't get anything. I don't get any new requests, right? Yeah, and Ongo's past we can do whenever the hell we feel like. Oh, right, I should probably, like, chit-chat with everyone before we go. The light playing across the water is truly beautiful. I feel like I could watch this forever. Yo, check this out. Now she's got the glizzy. Yo, check it out. Yo, nice knife, bro. Yo, check this out, Sauce. This, the detailing on this thing is unreal. It's a wooden bear statue. Those eyes, that face, and see how it looks like it's actually moving? Inari'd probably have a lot to say about it. I saw it and I just had to have it. Apparently they carve these things in the trees around here. Makes sense, seeing how it's solid wood. I'm more into collecting PVC figures and stuff, so I've never had too much interest in this kind of thing. Still, it's cool now when I see it. Do me a favor and put this in the hideout, okay? Think I might have found my myself a new favorite, and it's all thanks to the trip.
Good evening.
Sapporo's given me some wonderful memories, which reminds me, I bought this at the general store and I was hoping you'd hold on to it for me. If I ever fall down or start crying again, I want you to show me this. It will remind me of what happened here and all the people, and that the people will always get back up, no matter what.
I thought that said saliva charm for a second. Like, what the Haru? What the hell is this shit?
Thank you so much for everything. I truly hope we can come back here someday.
I certainly didn't expect the press conference to go the way that it did. Was I being too harsh on the mayor? Maybe I should just run for election. You're running for election? Well, good luck with that, pal.
Oh.
I suppose we should say our goodbyes to Sapporo. It'd be too bad if we couldn't stay here it's too bad we couldn't stay here a little bit longer.
Sad. Nothing came out. I was really hoping we'd see one.
Came out? What do you mean?
Futaba told me that ghosts have been known to appear in Suzushino.
Can we maybe save this conversation for later? Futaba gets pretty excited about urban legends and stuff. Those are just rumors though. Right? I love how Makoto's like this badass, like, oh, I take no for an answer type woman, but she's afraid of ghosts. Like, come on. The ghosts aren't even real. And if they are real, what are they gonna do? Ghost you to death or something? Sorry, Sauce. Makoto and I tried this place earlier, and the food tasted just as amazing as it looked. We really had a great time. It had the calories to match, too. We should probably get our butts in gear and work it off. That parfait probably was around 500 calories or so. Nothing an hour of running won't fix.
What?
An hour? That's worse than I thought it was gonna be. Maybe we should just spend some time exploring the jail instead? What do you mean, On? You never fucking have to worry about, hey, why is this guy, like, grumbling? I've been a strong supporter of Mariko Hyodo from day one, but I never knew she was involved in a scandal. I feel betrayed. It's like all my strength has suddenly run out. That's unfortunate. Good luck with that. Yo, the bros. Gramps is gonna be driving all night, yeah? We should probably get him something to help him stay awake.
Indeed.
How about this one? 8 heads of the sleep-slaying terror. Unstoppable Orochi, 50 milliliters. Shit sounds kind of dangerous.
Man.
Anywho, I didn't want to go in there. Wonder if we can just order it online or something. Yo, that shit sounds rancid. I'll give him the primordial soup. Alright. I think we're good, right? I don't think we have any other... Oh, wait. Can I do something with this dude? We did a Phantom Thieves event at the club, and the line was out the door, man. Popped so many damn champagne bottles, I nearly lost count. If I ever meet a Phantom Thief, I like to shake their hand. Well, here you go, pal. Listen, you won't believe this. That perp actually apologized to me yesterday. Seems like he was working for the mayor. He said the press conference motivated him to clean up his act or something. Apparently his work has caused him all this pent-up stress. Not like it's any excuse to be an absolute pig. But he did drop a lot of money on us last night. He better have learned his lesson. Very interesting. All right. Well, I guess goodbye Sapporo and hello Kyoto. As we set off on another adventure away